Meg will face another Supreme Court in UK. Meg hits the panic button as legal drama isn't over yet. Meghan Markle's legal fight in regards to the personal letter she sent to her father may not yet be over, as Associated Newspapers announced it is considering another court appeal. Meghan issued a triumphant statement on Thursday morning after the Court of Appeal ruled in her favour, upholding the High Court judge's decision over her privacy case. However, the defendant in the case and publisher of the MailOnline and Mail on Sunday, Associated Newspapers, announced in a statement it is considering an appeal to the British Supreme Court. The statement read, "We are very disappointed by the decision of the Court of Appeal. It is our strong view that judgment should be given only on the basis of evidence tested at trial, and not on a summary basis in a heavily contested case, before even disclosure of documents. No evidence has been tested in cross-examination, as it should be, especially when Mr Knauf's evidence raises issues as to the Duchess's credibility." After People magazine published an attack on Mr Markle, based on false briefings from the Duchess's friends wrongly describing the letter as a loving letter, it was important to show that the letter was no such thing. Both the letter and People magazine also seriously misrepresented the reasons for Mr Markle's non-attendance at the royal wedding. The articles corrected these matters and raised other issues of public interest, including the reasons for the breakdown in the relationship between the Duchess and her father. "We are considering an appeal to the Supreme Court in the United Kingdom." This statement mentioned Mr Knauf, who was Meghan's communications secretary between 2018 and 2019. Mr Knauf was heard in November by the Court of Appeal through a written witness statement in which he claimed Meghan had written the letter to her estranged father Thomas Markle Sr. in August 2018 with the understanding that it could be leaked. He said she had sent him an early draft of the letter and had written, "Obviously everything I have drafted is with the understanding that it could be leaked, so I have been meticulous in my word choice, but please do let me know if anything stands out for you as a liability." Among other claims made by Mr Knauf in his statement, the former Royal Communications Secretary detailed by sharing a text exchange with the Duchess how Meghan chose to call her father Daddy in her letter, as she had only ever called him in this manner, and in the unfortunate event that it leaked it would pull at the heartstrings. Moreover, Mr Knauf said Meghan had deliberately ended each page part-way through a sentence so that no page could be falsely presented as the end of the letter. In her statement to the Court of Appeals, Meghan stressed she did not think her father would leak her letter as it would have shown him in a bad light. Denying she thought it likely her letter would enter the public sphere, she said she merely recognized that this was a possibility. The Duchess also said, "The proposition that saying that I recognized that it was possible that my father would leak the letter, albeit unlikely, is the same as saying that I thought it likely that he would do so is, I would suggest, absurd." The Duchess said the text exchange showed she went to considerable lengths to ensure that the letter only went to my father. Lawyer Mark Stevens, who specializes in media law and is not connected to the case, said he believed the publisher will appeal, though it would be unusual for Britain's Supreme Court to take such a case. He said the publisher could also try to appeal to the European Court of Human Rights. "There's an issue of principle here, which is whether this case should be finished before a trial without disclosure, without testing the evidence," Stevens said. The ruling did not settle questions about whether the letter to Thomas Markle was always intended for Meghan's side to publish and to leak and to use as briefing material, he added. "Associated Newspapers have a right to this trial, and I think that is just going to protract the pain for Meghan Markle," Stevens said.